Hi, this is Jessie with Sharp Edges, and I sharpen clipper blades and shears for a living. And today I wanted to go over a question that I hear often, which is, how do you sharpen clipper blades? Now, while this video is not meant to be an instructional video, it will give you an idea of what goes on into sharpening blades. Now, there are a lot of different sharpeners out there and a lot of different techniques for sharpening clipper blades, but the one thing that all clipper blade sharpening has in common is a machine like this. This is called a clipper hone. And it's a box with a motor in it that has a very big heavy wheel on it that has a special taper ground into it for clipper blades. All clipper blades, whether they're animal clipper blades, human clipper blades, have a slight taper in them. They look flat, but there's actually a small taper in them that makes them work properly, where the teeth rub against each other to cut properly. This plate, although you can't see it, has a slight taper, a slight rise in it. Imagine if this was a cone and you smash down the center. This would have just the slightest bit of taper into it, which it imparts into the clipper blade. Very important, that taper, to make clipper blades work properly, which is why I see people trying to sharpen them with whetstones, which is the incorrect way, and will shorten the life of your clipper blades. On this plate, I have coconut oil. Some people use lard oil, other different types of adhesives with 180 grit. Generally, clipper blades are sharpened with 180 to 240 grit for human and animal clipper blades. I've already applied that for the sake of this video. And now I'll come over here and take the blade apart and we'll go a little more in depth. So when I get the blade, I disassemble them. I use a screw gun to disassemble them because I do a lot of different clipper blades a day and it saves my hands. So we disassemble the clipper blade, taking apart the components. This is the spring and the socket inside here. And this is the blade guide. I should keep track of these parts here. This is the cutter blade, and this is the comb blade. So what I'll do is I'll wipe them down, and there's this oil residue off of them, and then we'll go over to the clipper wheel and actually sharpen them. So now I have the clipper hone turned on. I'll take my magnet, and I'll grab one of my blades, in this case, the cutter blade, put my magnet on it, and I'll sharpen it. And I have, as you can see in the video here, a laser light, which helps keep me centered on the wheel so that I can get the perfect taper or hollow ground that I'm looking for this clipper blade. Sit down. Cutter blade's done. Now for the comb blade. I'll turn the machine off here. So now I'll take both the blades and I'll bring it over to my demagnetizer. Because what I want to do is I want to get rid of that magnetic charge that I put on it by using a magnet to sharpen. After I've done that, I'll run it through. I have a wire brush down here. I'll run it through there to knock the burr off and clean between the teeth. Once I've done that, then I will wipe the blade off. And then I will reassemble. Now when we reassemble, we take our parts, our socket and our spring, and we'll put those back together like that. We'll get our oil, and we will put oil on the back rail, front rail, across the front here. And we'll put our cutter blade on, and we'll put a drop of oil there where the blade guide will go. We take our spring, we set it back on there. I pick that up, pinch it, flip it over, line the holes up, take my screwdriver, get the first screw, put it in till it's tight, and then I back it off a little because I want to be able to adjust it after I've got it all together. And we'll get the second screw, put it in, same thing, we tighten it, then back it up a little bit so we can adjust what we call the set, which is where the cutter blade sets on the comb blade. And you want it to be about 1 to 2 credit card thicknesses back. And I like to tap it to get it in there. Anyways, you get that on there. Then we'll tighten it back down the rest of the way. We want to check our tension. It's very important to have the proper tension on your clipper blades. I use this blade scale. And we want to keep it in approximately the 3-pound range, and that's where we're at there. That's the proper operating range, approximately 3 pounds. And then the final step is to test it. If we've done our job well, this will actually cut this fur. If not, I'm gonna look really silly. Let's see. Well, looks like I get to keep my job for another day anyways. Thanks for watching.